Ms. Powell, do you have, you already
Yeah,
did a
so
sign
we'll
order?
cover that, and then after we accept the sign order or it's approved, then we'll set up a meeting to go over the ordinance.
Okay.
Where's Sydney? You know where?
He had treatment this, his wife was operated on yesterday, and he had some treatment this morning, so he may not be up.
Does anybody know anything, employee relations agreements that we need to know about? Okay. Ms. Long, animal control, education, library.
We need to have a meeting on the Christmas festival.
We did a couple of things last year to go along with, or we were considered a sponsor just because of in-kind contributions, and we just need to see if that's something we still want to do this year. They had a good turnout, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're planning on doing a movie again this year, on Friday night prior to the parade, and, you know, seeing if we want to play a part in that, or what we would like to do.
So do you need a meeting each wants to do it?
Well, that's up to y'all.
Ms.
And
Long,
I think
can we
everybody,
discuss it?
maybe
It'd be
we'll,
better.
you know,
Okay.
When's a good time? Who's on my
Well, get with your committee and find out.
committee? Okay, we'll have something for the next meeting.
Okay. Mr. Wilson, Police Department Health.
No, as far as I know, I'm talking to the chief, things seem to be going well.
I just want to say something. I observed the
Sure.
great program that's in the school system by the police department, and it's a real good program. I think
Yeah.
it's new, it's kicked off, it's working with the high-risk kids and potential gang kids, and I sat in on a class. And I think the kids are really getting something out of this, and I'm glad to see us.
Chief may want to say something about it, but he does a good job. He stays up to date on stuff like this.
Jason's doing a good job.
Community oriented, and so
Jason does
that's,
a good job with
that's a
those
great
kids.
thing.
How's the pride?
So when's the next Pride?
Hank's supposed to be setting it up sometime this month.
It's October 12th, I'm sorry. Family Connection is partnering with the CPD to help organize it, October 12th, and then again on the 22nd. I'm sorry, the 21st, a Tuesday and a Thursday. So,
Those classes are full.
Yeah, we had so many, normally we're not supposed to do one every quarter, but we got so much response, we're doing, try one or two a month.
That's good. Has the paper come and done a big write-up?
Mr. Bush?
I was thinking Bill or Randy would be here and give them an update, but they're not. I don't have to.
Everything's on track from what you hear? Everything's on track?
Yeah.
Mr. Wilson, budget, finance, taxes?
Y'all got a copy of the printout, and I might have bragged a little bit too soon last month about we took in more than we spent, but there was about $60,000 or $70,000 charge that should have been in last month, doubled up, and then this month. The garbage would be what it is, but if you got any questions, you can call Casey or call me, and we'll discuss it. But while I'm talking, probably sometime between now and next month, the finance committee needs to get together, and the wastewater treatment plant is coming to a conclusion out there, and we need to find out where all our money, of course we know where all our money is, but we need to get together and talk about it, and see just where we are, and so forth. And we'll do that at a later date, okay? That's all I
All
have.
that can do. Who else on that can do?
Budget, finance?
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody.
Pretty much, I mean, the whole council is invited in, any, because it concerns all of us, and we certainly want everybody's input. But I checked also you can't, second month running of the budget, you can't really tell. It depends on when your money comes in and so forth, and when a certain expenditure comes. But overall, I think we're in pretty good shape. We could always hope things were better, maybe after the economy picks up. But for the most part, our income is about what we project.
and I'll just, our tax bills will go out on the 15th.
Yeah.
Which is when
So
a
that's-
chunk of our
yeah.
money between now
That's
and.
what I say, some of our
December.
money comes in big chunks at different times, but overall, I think we're in pretty good shape.
Okay. Casey, you want to talk about the CDBG from Magnolia?
Yeah, most of you are well aware that we've had some infiltration problems around Peach Avenue and Park. We've put in a new pump station there, made some major improvements and in the plant, but there's still some underground stuff that needs to be collected. And there's some options. I guess the best way to describe it is it impacts Peach, but it really starts kind of around that Magnolia area. And there's some options with moving some pump stations and changing out lines. But there's also some matching funds that would need to be hammered out. And I don't know if that's something that the council wants to do, but it's an option. So I'm throwing it out there. And it would be something, you know, we've got one that we're working on. We should have it finished by this time next year. This one would be, if we got it, it would be awarded in September of next year. So we would be, in next year's budget, we would need to hammer out some money for our part.
Our part.
Our consultant threw out the figure 75,000 because it's $500,000 grant. May not have to be that high, but with the DCA grants, the more you put in, the higher your score becomes, because they do have a scoring criteria, and that figures in, pushing you a little bit above what your normal score would be. That figure is negotiable.
When will you start working on this?
Well, I found out Friday that our consultant's wife has been diagnosed with cancer. And as you know, he's written the last couple we've had and done extremely well. He really gets them, he writes them. They are wanting to be kind of on the ball. She's just starting treatment and they're pretty sure she's going to be going through it good, but he doesn't want to get stuck with a bunch of them at the time. So within the next month or two, they want to have it written by hopefully the end of February. I don't think they have to be submitted till April, but he wanted to kind of space them out where to do 2 a month between now and February and be done with them. So by the next meeting, we probably need to know if that's something we want to go forward with.
We're just applying for it right now. We hadn't gotten it, so it won't cost us any money. Are we interested in applying for it?
I mean, that continues to be a problem. It should not be a problem, but it still needs to be fixed. In other words, the pump station alleviated the problem, but there's still an underlying problem. Is that the best way to say it?
We need to upgrade the pump.
Yeah. The one on Magnolia is actually in the middle of the road, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right?
Yeah.
It's in the road, and it would be to our benefit to move it out of
In
the
fact, I think
roadway.
it was moved one time off of somebody's property over onto.
Okay. But I mean, it would be to our benefit to move it and get it out of the roadway, so you're not blocking the road when you're having to work on it. And then,
There's a grant available. We should
So you feel like we need to go and apply for that, to work on it?
Go ahead and tell them that we're interested in applying.
okay.
I think if they would, that number they're asking is approximation, but it's 15% of the cost of the project. That's a pretty good return on your money.
Yeah.
And to solve something and fix it once for all, it's been there for several years.
And I mean, like I said, this guy, and it's Bob Robertson, some of you have probably met him. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the last 3 he's written were awarded. He's got a good track record, and that's 100%. So,
Council members, matters, anyone have anything to discuss?
I just want to say the work session on last Friday night, I thought went real well. You know, I felt real good about it. I think we need to thank John Leach for offering his facility.
Anybody else? Bert, you got anything?
No.
Maybe for executive session, public forum. Jeff, you've already had some to say. You want to say anything else?
Not tonight. Thank you.
Mr. Willis, would you like to speak?
Go ahead.
Mr. Fletcher?
Ben, it's good to see you, bud.
There it is.
Miss Claire, how's things going at the mine?
Busy. When we have an economy like this, our business is just booming. We're doing great.
I have one question.
Sure.
Are you gonna come to the interview with me?
When's it Monday?
Monday at 8 a.m. at the park.
He needs to interview himself.
Our next meeting, November 2nd. This is getting close. Is there a motion to adjourn the paper?
Barry,
Oh,
one thing,
yes.
just so y'all know, in the morning about 7:30, we have like a little mock thing down there on Park Street. So if y'all get any phone calls of what's going on with the fire department, EMS, police, just a little mock drill we're doing.
Yes, I'm gonna be at the airport at 7 in the morning for that. I'm gonna lay some students out.
So if you get any phone calls, that's what's going on.
Motion to adjourn the paper?
I make a motion.
Motion by Mrs. Long, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Wilson, all in favor? Unanimous.